Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Blue Chelsea TV. Christopher Nkunku was spotted in Chelsea training ahead of the Premier League clash against Brighton. The Frenchman is continuing his rehabilitation away from the group, but there is some hope he could be involved in the matchday squad this weekend. Romeo Lavia is closing in on a return to action as he steps up his recovery from an ankle injury. The Belgian midfielder, along with Nkunku, is yet to make a competitive appearance for the Blues since completing a summer switch to Stamford Bridge. Reece James and Marc Cucurella will be absent this weekend as both players serve a one-match suspension, meaning Mauricio Pochettino will be forced into shuffling the pack against the Seagulls. If you're enjoying the content and finding value in what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know about all the exciting videos we're going to share. Moises Caicedo. Caicedo was omitted from the starting lineup against Newcastle after returning to Cobham late following the international break. He came on as a second-half substitute though. What Pochettino said: "Yes, it is true that with Moises Caicedo we need to manage his minutes carefully. He only arrived back with us yesterday, Friday, from international duty with Ecuador and has only had one training session, so we felt it was best that we avoid any possible problems and just be careful with him with so many games ahead. This is why we have a big squad, so we can use the players. We do not want to force players to play when they are maybe not in complete perfect condition, so Moises not starting is just to avoid any risk." Christopher Nkunku. After months of rehabilitation, Nkunku has finally returned to first-team training. He is still expected to be out for a couple more weeks. What Pochettino has said: "It's difficult to say when Nkunku and Lavia will be back, because we need to assess them day by day. They are in a good condition." Nkunku a little ahead of Lavia. He was doing things with the group last week, still not fully recovered to be part of the squad. Possible return date, mid-December. Romeo Lavia. Lavia has been nursing an ankle issue since he arrived at Stamford Bridge and he's still yet to make his debut for the Blues. Last month, the teenage midfielder was dealt a major setback on his road to recovery, pushing his return date back into December. He has since returned to first-team training. The teenager is behind Nkunku in his rehabilitation but is getting closer to a return. What Pochettino said: "It's difficult to say when Nkunku and Lavia will be back, because we need to assess them day by day. They are in a good condition." Nkunku a little ahead of Lavia. He was doing things with the group last week, still not fully recovered to be part of the squad. Possible return date, mid-December. Wesley Fofana. Fofana is set to miss most of the season after rupturing his ACL in preseason training. In spite of this, he's returned to training on the pitches at Cobham. What Pochettino has said: "It was nice to see him to run on the grass. For him, it was a massive motivation to be there and for us also to see him after a long time out of the picture. It is good that he starts to feel the grass." Possible return date, April 2024. Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto withdrew from the France under-21 squad last week due to a knee injury. The 20-year-old defender underwent an MRI scan and it was later revealed a small lesion in the internal lateral ligament. Although he did not make the squad against Newcastle, he was spotted back in first-team Chelsea training before the fixture, suggesting that he could be available for selection ahead of next weekend. What Pochettino said: "Now we need to assess the squad. They already know the starting 11 for tomorrow, but I'm not going to make public. I think all arrived in a normal condition. Already picked the starting 11. I will give to you tomorrow." Possible return date, Brighton, age, Sunday, December 3rd. Trevoh Chalobah. Chalobah has been nursing a thigh injury and is still yet to feature for Chelsea this season. He has been seen in training in the gym at Cobham during the international break. Possible return date, unknown. Carney Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka picked up a knock ahead of the game with Arsenal and then made the bench against Burnley, but the midfielder has since been hit with another setback. He has struggled with a knee problem which he suffered against West Ham earlier in the campaign. Possible return date, unknown. Ben Chilwell. Chilwell suffered a knock towards the end of Chelsea's clash with Brighton in the Carabao Cup at the end of September. Unfortunately for the Blues defender, the club quickly realized that the muscle issue was worse than first thought and, more than a month later, he's still out of action. What Pochettino said, "I cannot tell you when he will be back. It is difficult to know. He is away from the training ground now and we will wait for him to come back to see the situation. Hopefully, he can recover as soon as possible." Possible return date, late December. Thank you for tuning in to Blue Chelsea TV. We hope you enjoyed the latest match highlights and exclusive content. Don't forget to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Stay connected with us on social media for behind-the-scenes updates and more. For additional Blue Chelsea action, check out our recommended videos on the screen now. Join our vibrant community of fellow Blues fans, and until next time, keep the blue flag flying high. Blue Chelsea TV, where the passion for Chelsea comes to life. See you in the next episode.